Hello, how are you? This is Jilly Bling. So what do you think about this project? So I started this a few weeks ago, and you know how life sometimes just happens, and I finally today had a chance to get back to it. And I think in the meantime, this paper retired, but so many of you have said, it's fine, I have that paper at home and it's good to do something with, this pattern in particular. So this is using the Gears and Textures bundle. And when I initially saw the bundle, this was the first thing I thought about, was the light bulbs hanging down through some windows and then flowers coming in through the windows. And I plan to do 3 different projects using this bundle, and they're all going to be really different. This is the only floral, well, I can't say the only floral one, but this one doesn't have any of the gears that are die cut. There's just gears stamped in the background. And here's a little chain here, but it's a real fun bundle. And I found out because I went to on stage in Long Beach, and this stamp set will continue. It's going to carry over, it's going to continue. And I saw the new catalog, which is a lot of fun. So let's get to making this project. I love how the inside turned out too. Okay, so we'll use Gears and Texture bundle. So here's the stamp set, and here's the dies. And this stamp set, at first when I saw it, I liked it. I wanted to do the light bulb thing. But as I started looking through here, there's a lot here. Look at all this both of them, you could really focus on any one thing. And it doesn't always have to be masculine. Like this card might be kind of masculine. There's no bling on it. But because it has the flowers on it, you might consider it masculine. But definitely it will make some good masculine cards. I'll also be using Everyday Arches, and that's for these little windows. And Fabulous Sayings, which is another product of the month. This flower paper is product of the month, and this stamp set is another product of the month. Okay, so over here, we will be using adhesive back texture dots. I think they go great with this project, so we'll use those. Here's the papers. I'll set those off to the side for now. Beautiful Gallery designer paper is used for this background paper right here. And there's so many different varieties that you could use in here. I planned on using this cloud cover designer paper, but somehow I went with I think it's Textures or Nature Symphony paper. But this is used right here. In the catalog on page 53, and what catalog is this? Oh my gosh, I have so many catalogs. That's another thing, is Stampin' Up! Is going to start going to 3. I would like to say mini catalogs, but they say that they're a little bit better. They'll include all the core products, so it'll be just a little bit thicker, but to me they're still the same size as a mini catalog. Oh, and we have May online exclusives coming too. There's just a lot going on. There's no shortage of good stuff to work with. What did I do with it? Here, this is the cover. January through April mini catalog. Page 53. Okay, here is the product of the month, the paper. I think it's something Blue Hues. Maybe that's something else. True Blue Floral. That's the paper for the flowers. And there's plenty of other alternates of just kind of a monochromatic flower that you could do if you don't have this paper. And this is the Nature Symphony paper. It is called Nature Walk designer paper. And this one here with the pretty peacock, kind of a notebook lines on it, that's what we use for this frame right here. And all of it will be in the video description. It'll say here's a link that will show you a list of all the products used, so that is real convenient too. Okay, let's get started. So we'll start out with the pecan pie. It's kind of fun choosing these colors. They're definitely not something I normally do, but I love how it turned out. These are for the light bulbs. So for the light bulbs, I'm going to cut 4 of them. 3 of them for the outside. It's 2-piece. The black back, which just shows up as a socket, like the twist-on part of the light bulb. And then the white is used for the glass. I'll show you the dies. And I have a lot of stuff already done, and I'll pull that out after I explain it a bit. Okay, so 4 of the light bulb. And what else do we have here? This is the Nature Walk designer paper, and I started out with wanting 3 windows, and it just got too congested, so I thought, well, how would it look with 2? So I'll do these 2. If you could go to my blog, jillybling.com, I'll have pictures of all the projects, and then you could see how much room is for the bottom and the sides. Sides are considerably less, top and bottom a little bit more. But this is about 1/2 inch. The center is about 1/4 inch, and the top again is 1/2 inch. And on the side, you just center it. So these 2 amounts are equal, and that is in between 1/8 and 1/4, so 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so we'll cut out 1 here, and flip it over, and cut out another 1 here. That's for these windows. Then this paper is going to get stamped, and it's going to go right into the back, but I'm going to stamp all these different gears and textures on it. You see all those? And I stamped them in Smoky Slate, and then there's a few stamped in Cloud Cover. And it's really faint, it's just an interesting background, but it's a lot of fun to make, and I think it makes the card interesting. Okay, so I'm going to cut out, this is for stamping, only that. Then this layer is for right here, and this is from Nature Walk paper. So I'll attach that. Let me get my seal. Oh, where is it? I brought these along to on stage because we had 2 make and takes, and we did an after hours where you buy the bundle and they give you, well, I guess you buy the kit, and we were able to make 4 cards with the products provided. It was a lot of fun. And you know, in the past I've kind of been a whiner, but only when asked, to Stampin' Up, that these projects are much too easy. But the after hours projects were lovely. And I got through only 3/4 of 1 of the 4 cards, but it's still okay because they were very nice. Okay, and these 3 layers are going to go on the inside, and we're going to do the stamping on the cloud cover, because if you were to write with a ballpoint pen, you'd still be able to see and read the greeting. So when I open this, it's like, oh yeah, that is cloud cover. I love the way that it makes the light bulb stand out. Okay, so for now I'll just tuck these inside, and then we could start stamping on this, what would you call that, crumb cake? This right here is crumb cake. I tried to put it with basic beige, and the colors were just off. I tried crumb cake, and it's like, that's it. Okay, so for Smoky Slate, which group is this? Is Smoky Slate pile, which is a large gear, a smaller gear, and these little lines. You can't see those. So in Smoky Slate, I'm going to do this one, and that one. 3 items. Plan on using every single stamp and every single die. I try to. So when you're stamping this, do your best to have it straight. And in just a minute, I'll show you why. And then you'll know, yeah, I'm going to try hard to have it straight. Okay, so the design is parallel with the edge of the paper. And it doesn't matter where you do what, but when you start thinking about the floral layout, it kind of helps where you should put things. But it's a very subtle, very soft background, so don't worry too much about it. My pad really needs to be re-inked, and I was about to re-ink it, So I took another one and I stamped it. That's full strength smoky slate. I think the pad that really needs to be ring inked looks a little bit better. It's more subtle. So you could do whatever you like or stamp off. Just a minute. Oh goodness. It's allergies, and Tony is out there mowing the grass, and love that he's mowing it, but oh, the trees are blooming. Oh, I took pictures on my phone because there's tulips blooming, daffodils blooming, the lily of the valley. Remember how I did that lily of the valley card? Do I have it sitting here? No. And you guys are like, you just need to buy you some lily of the valley, and I did. Tony went out and planted them pretty much right away. They're already blooming, and I love them. Oh, in the new catalog, there's going to be a lily of the valley suite. It's like, what timing is that? Okay, so now cloud cover. Oh, and I got to try the new stamp pads. I like them. They call it felt, but to me, it's very similar to a linen top, and it works fine. I never had a problem with them before. You just have to kind of bounce around on the pad a little bit and it works fine. Okay, so in cloud cover, I'm going to do this chain. Let me show you the ones. The chain, I'm giving them my own names. The ladder, the chain, the speckles, and that's it, just those three. So once again, I'm going to do my best to get this straight. And if you kind of miss inking a spot with this project, it's no problem. That's just how it should be. So before I stamp, I'm trying to get the center of the chain or any part of the chain to line up with the edge of the paper. That's the plan. And here I'll show you why I'm being particular about this. That'll do. When I look at it, the chain is kind of swinging. Must be a windy day or something. I'll do a little bit over here. And when I think about those little window panes that I created in the top layer, it'll probably be summer through here. There'll be flowers through there. So it's fine, it doesn't continue the whole way. Okay, now the ladder thing. Okay, after I get done stamping with the cloud cover, I'll show you why I'm particular about stamping straight. I'll show you what not to do. And I'm just filling in the paper. Are these pieces really going anywhere in particular? No. Do I have a plan? No. And then the splatter. I like the splatter. There's like a hole here. Okay. Maybe here. Okay, that looks good. Okay, now I'm going to show you what not to do. This is a good bad example. You can hardly tell them because I put the flower over it. But when you looked at the ladder was from here and then it went down to this angle. The chain, you could kind of tell already. It's going from here, the center of it. It's crooked. I was real careful on the inside. Those are straight. But just do the best you can, and if not, embellish heavy. It's fun. Okay, so this just gets laid on top of here, again with any adhesive. Okay. Is there right side up, upside down? I don't think so. And I'm just putting it in the middle because the designer paper with the little windows in it is just a little bit bigger than this piece. Okay. So this is the answer to everything right here. Here's our little window, and you can see that I cut out the two windows, and it got a little chomped up right here. I think it's because I put it through and then I put it back through. The paper is like, I give, that's too much pressure. But if I conveniently put it like this, I know that I could get a flower right here. And then These I'm thinking are for the inside, and this for the outside, but I really don't have a plan, so we'll see how that all goes together. Oh, I didn't do that. That's okay. This paper right here, I have to get that off of there. It's black with Versamark, heat embossed with white powder, and it's using this die. This die is, I think, like the ladder die. It's probably all three of them. That one, this one. I think that there's a separate one for that. I know there's one for the chain. It's this die right here. But look how there's that one that kind of matches with this. Wow, look at all this stuff. There's a ladder all on its own. Maybe it's so you can do cut out a piece in one color, then put this over the top, and it probably fits perfectly in there. Wow, and then same with the chain. This has more stuff than I knew. Where's that splatter? Oh, we'll use that one on the next one. I like that one. Somebody right now wants a cup of coffee. That's all I see in that one. Cup of coffee. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, so the words were cut, stamped on black paper, Versamark, white powder, heat, and, ooh, listen to that bow. So now I'm just going to trim the edges, and I'm just going to do it at a little bit of an angle. We have all the windows open. It is so pretty today, but little one just went down, so that's not so good. Tony's cutting the grass. Oh my gosh. What's he doing? Sometimes he wants to come in, and he doesn't want to go around. If he keeps going, I'll go get him. Porch. He's just barking out the side. He's gonna wake up baby though. Hold on, I'm sorry about that. Just a minute. Here, look how pretty this is. Okay, he's back. Okay, so there's a sample. And this we're going to put on with dimensionals. I gave him I'll call a peanut butter collagen stick, which he loves. I mean, he goes crazy about them. Okay, so, and I'm going to be heavy with dimensionals on this, just because the designer paper is thinner than cardstock, and I don't want the designer paper to like have dips in it. So if it's well supported, there should be no dips. So after I do this, I'm going to do some little mini dimensionals too. Okay. Some mini ones. For sure here. I really want to do one, you know what, do it right. I got these new scissors. Where did I put them? Oh, I know. Because these are supposed to have Teflon on them. So it should be a dream. Oh, well, that's nice. Add on stage, my friend Kathy said, "Oh, I got these scissors and I love them." So at lunch, I ordered them and I agree. They're very nice. Well, that one didn't work. Try it again. I think it was too far on the tip. Ooh. Ooh. Should pull that out of the garbage and see what it is. I think she said that that's like Teflon coated, which makes sense why it worked so well. On Amazon, small precision scissors, EK Tools. Nice. Okay, back on task. Back to it. So, you know how this one is kind of floral? Oh, where's the yucky part? It's right down here. This one is a hint floral. Okay, maybe more than a hint floral. So I want to do one with the mushrooms from Cute as a Bug, because remember when I did that one card? We went out for dinner after I did one mushroom, came back, and it was like, oh, that's way too much, but I love it. Bling. I have that one right here. But this is a tutorial I did just maybe a few months ago, and you're welcome to go back and search Cute as a Bug, mushrooms, or just mushrooms, and you'll find it. But look at all of that. That's way too much, but don't you love it? I love it. Anyhow, so these mushrooms I want to do mixed in with another card. Okay, so we have that. Let's do the light bulbs. They're kind of fun. So the light bulbs are 2 pieces. We'll use the word soon. The 2 pieces, the black one is kind of like a base. And then this one goes over the top. But there's this cutest ever little stamp. So here's the white, here's the black. And the stamp, I'm wondering, what was that? That's like the filament when you have the, what do they call them, like the Edison light bulbs? So let's do those. So I'm gonna get my black pad, Memento, and I'm gonna stamp the filament on each of these. Here are my new favorite scissors. They even have a lid to them. I always lose the lid, like within a few days. So here's a stamp. I should do it on my pad, the foam pad. Scooch it over, put all of it on top. Okay, let's try that again. So it's 4 of them, 3 for the outside, 1 for the inside. Okay, so that makes it clearer to see too. Okay, that one's good. So I'm going to stamp off 4 of them. If there's one that's like different height than the others, I'll put that one on the inside because it's standalone, where these 3 go together. Look at that. It's like a machine. That works really good. Okay, we're good there. So next is to attach the white to the black. It'll be easier to do it here. And I'll just put a bit of glue on the black part and then get the white stamped part in line and let them dry. So the next step will be to, oh, I did a whoops. The whoops is, I have a black Sharpie pen. I'm going to make the cords. I should have done that before I attached the windows. Well, maybe, because if I did it before I attached the windows, I would know how far over the windows stretch. I think it's going to be fine. Okay, so this one is going to go on here, like that, and I'm just going to get it straight. I put this back on the white, you'll say, yeah, you didn't really get it all the way on there, but that's just fine. Isn't that cute? I love that. Oh, here we're going to have a white gel pen too. That would really be cute to do the little stripes, the screw-on part, just with a white gel pen, just a little at an angle, like 3 of them. New stuff coming. And the catalog, I can tell that Stampin' Up! Really listened to what everyone was saying about the likes and don't likes of it. And I think you will be happy and pleased with the layout, the ease of finding things. They really listened. It's really good. There's not as much into it. And they also said that think of the catalog as when it makes its debut, this is a jumping off spot. So you might not see items pictured in a future catalog, but you can always check online, just plug in the bundle number or the item number, and you could tell if it's still active, if you could still buy it. And also they will come out with well, they already have a discontinued list. I find it easier just to go into the search field and put whatever the item number is. If it's there, woohoo! If it isn't, okay. So it's just laid out a lot better. Okay, so we have that. So let's do, I see dimensional right here. Let's do our little lines. Our lines are done with this. Just a Sharpie. Or I think that there's like a journaler, if you have that. But I like this one just because the line is really fine. So I'll put these light bulbs about in the same place as here. Well, I could put the flowers on here and then build it around I'll do that. That's what I should do. This one is, I think, it's the same as this one. And you could pick out any flowers you want, or no flowers. But I think on today's project, this will be the biggest. And I'm going to have the stem tuck underneath the frame. So all these I have intended for the front. I like these little berries. How about, it's kind of naked right there. How about maybe over here? And it would be nice to have the line going, the cord going so you could see it right through there. This one can go here. Oh, this is the funky part. Maybe this one needs the big one. The rest is just leaves. Going out on a limb here. I don't know. Maybe this could be here. Ooh, that covers it up good. Then this one could be dropping down. Okay, Bo, you could go out, but none of that barking business. We're protected. We're just fine. You don't have to protect. Ooh, that looks good. Kind of thinking something belongs here. Okay, but don't do all that barking. Okay, go on. I'm Grandma, I'm Doorman, then I'm Stamper. Okay, I want just a little one. This one is like full in the front. Maybe this one, unless I could find a smaller one. That's about the same size. I'll take this one. So how would that look? That's kind of pretty. Because this one is coming from the left to the right. Well, I guess that one is too. This one's more straight on. But I wanted to cover up that yucky die cut zone. And I'm going to leave a little bit of the stem on. So you know how Evan and Michaela went out on date night usually, and their second time they decided to go skiing, and Evan hurt himself, and he was in a brace. Right away he went to the emergency room. They did an x-ray. They said, yeah, something's not too good in there. It took about a week to get into the local orthopedic, Slocum Orthopedics, and the guy says, the doctor that he saw, he said, yeah, something's not quite right in there. Let's do an MRI, which is what we knew we wanted from the beginning, but you have to have orders for it. So I think it was like 2 days after that, because they did it STAT, stat, and he ripped two, like completely in half, two tendons, and there's 4 little tendons that attach your kneecap. He ripped those too. And so he's all put back together. He had the surgery about 10 days ago, right before I left for Long Beach, the same exact day. But he's doing really good. And I don't know why I was thinking it was going to be like Tony having a knee replacement. It wasn't. He is 26 years old, and everyone said, oh, you'll be fine. People heal at different rates. You'll be fine. And he's doing pretty good. I guess he's doing more than he should, because that's how people seem to do things, like boys in my world. But yeah. Okay, so that looks good. Where's the words going to go? Same place? I'll have it partially over. I want to have lower. This one I have a little bit lower so that the words cover up the chord. That's good. Okay, so because I have the flowers in place, I kind of, I'll stick down, no, because the line is going to go. This is what you do. Now I know where the flowers will go back. Yeah. Okay, so this one, I can't stick down any of them. Maybe I could stick down these. I'll do that, because I have to draw those chord lines. So, glue. Come closer, glue. So, Tony went on a 5-day field trip, which is good. Good for him. Good for him to do stuff like that. But then I was grandma. I was it. That's lots of fun. But then I can't play in my room, which is okay. But right after the field trip, 2 other bus drivers said, okay, well, that's it. I need to do other things. So guess who's back to working? Oh my gosh, that dog. I can't give him another one of those things. Maybe I'll just go close the window. I'm sorry about that. I would start over. Well, he's gonna wake up baby too. Hold on. See, if Tony wasn't on the lawnmower, he would know that Bo is being a pain in the booty. Oh, he stopped. Bo should go run over there and bark at the fence. I think he's doing that. Wish hard and it might happen. Oh, that's better. Okay. Back to doing what we do. Okay, so that looks good. The words, they have to scooch over. Okay, so let's just do the lines, because everything is being an obstacle. Okay, I could put them back. So I have this little ruler, and I'm going to put it over the frame and just draw lines. This one, I'll just move it down a little bit, and I'm going to use the lines that I stamped, and more important, the lines on the designer paper. So I'm putting there, it matches up with the lines that I stamped. I'm looking at the designer paper, and that looks pretty good. So way up under the frame to right there. Then the next one, oh, it didn't work. Did that work? Kind of. See, if I keep repeating it, it's gonna, is it working? Yeah. I kind of doubled some of it. That one might be hiked up a little bit higher than initially planned. This one, looking at the width of the ruler, because I know I could line it up so that they're equal, I'm just gonna do it right here using this other line I just drew as a guide. Okay, that one worked. And you're like, they're kind of the same length, but I can put them up higher, and the light bulb, the black light bulb, will cover the line, especially because I did this one double. Okay, so now that that's done, we can put these on. So look at my little picture. Can you see that? I'm going to put a dimensional just under that one leaf, and the rest of the leaves are going to be, well, I would say they're going to be glued down, but I think that these tips probably need a dimensional. Okay, so for now, this leaf gets a dimensional, and then these top leaves, I'll just do half dimensionals. Oh, there's a half dimensional. My brother, long time ago, he picked me up. I think we were going to lunch at work, and he came to a stop sign, and he kind of did a, I'm like, are you okay? He goes, oh yeah. He goes, oh, I'm what? What? He says, I thought I swallowed the lozenge or his breath mint or something. He goes, but it's back, and I really like that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're such a dork. Anyhow, I don't know where that came from. I just need to keep on task. Okay, little glue on the leaves that don't have a dimensional. So now when I flip it over, even if I get stuff in the wrong spot, I can always add more. Oh, this wants to be higher because they're half dimensional, dimensional here. Okay, that looks good. So now this little flower here is going to tuck underneath the corner with glue. Maybe I'll put glue on the side, and then the rest is dimensional. I'll just do maybe 2. Like that. So the dimensionals could be on this side, I think. Okay. So right here, that gets tucked in just like this. And it's going to cover up the stem to the leaves. Just the stem gets tucked in. Scooch it over a little bit. I still want to see that little bit of the stem. That's good. Oop, keep the frame up though. Okay, that's done. Let's do the bulbs because it's kind of driving me crazy that that one is a double. So on here I have all of the bulbs on dimensionals. This one will definitely get the works, a double, 2, 1.5 dimensionals. Right there. Here. And I would say it's going to cover part of the frame, but I think I'm more interested in covering much of my double cord. A little crooked. I want it to be in line with the cord. That's good there. And then this just so it looks straight. Okay, there's that one. This one, I like the line, but my little frame is dipping right here. So let me fix that. Do I have more half dimensionals? Nope. So, there, That should fix the frame. Okay, now this one is going to sit right about here. Oh yeah, look at the different lengths. And you know how with the cord, I was saying you can adjust it. So if I have it way down, it could be there. Or I could have it short, like right here. And they're kind of side by side, but you could really adjust the length that way. Actually, they look kind of good together, huh? So how about one-dimensional up at the top where it's not seen, and glue at the bottom, which will stick to the frame. Okay, so this right at the cord, that's good, and then make it straight and let it stick to the frame. Okay, that's good. And now this is attached, this whole right side is attached. So let's do this one cord, then we could attach the rest. So take my ruler, put it right about there. Bo gets jealous when Warren is here and he does things like that, where he's just out there. Is he barking for any reason? No. Okay, now that's a good cord. So we're done with this. Keep the ruler over here, and let's put these flowers back on. Well, that's pretty. I'm not sure what's going where. I know the stem will get glued, and the flower's going to go right about there. And then after it dries just a sec, I'll put dimensionals under the parts that are still kind of lifted. To get into that tiny little crack, when I was doing the cutting, I cut right through this stem, but then I could get that tiny little bit out. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so now I'll let that dry a bit and then I'll tuck dimensionals underneath. This is going to be a lot of it glued. Put it right about, how did I have that? Like right about there. So that this stem is coming out of this little crack right here. I don't want to cover up the leaves. Like right about like that. So what's going to get glued is these pieces, so I'll hold on to them. And I'm going to try to put some dimensionals back here, but I think it's going to be a lot of little ones. Or like cut in half ones. Mowing and mowing. I think this is the first time this season that he's been mowing out there. Okay, so y'all that have husbands or people that mow in your lives, do they get, like when you look out there, he's just like concentrating on what he's doing. He's just doing his thing, but I can tell he loves it. Sometimes he mows the grass. Grass doesn't need mowing. Sometimes it gets the cutest little daisies, the cutest little flowers, but it makes them crazy because that means that it's growing and they're pollinating. And you know what, this one, I'm not sure if it needs a dimensional because that's going to be really close to the glue zone. So I'm going to put some out here. Anyhow, he's out there doing that right now. Right when we moved here, it was the strangest thing. The boys in our street and on Mama's street, they're like, we need to mow the cemetery. And I'm like, oh, okay, you guys need to mow the cemetery, okay. And I was driving somewhere, coming back, and all of the men were going to the cemetery on their lawnmowers, driving on the side of the road. And keep in mind, it's a half a mile away. And they all had that look on their face. Like, yeah, we're going to do something. We're on a mission. But there was like 5 lawnmowers all going to this. If you saw how big the cemetery is, it's not that big. But they all did it. And it wasn't like they were chasing each other like a race field, but they're all busy over there just mowing. And then afterwards, they kind of waved to each other like a good job. And then they all went home. I'm like, wow, what kind of place is this? They're taking care of the community. Anyhow, that's what he's doing out there right now. He's serious about his lawnmower. And today he took Warren out, which I was just grateful because I haven't been in my room in weeks. It's kind of funny sitting down here. Really nice, but kind of, oh. And he says, yeah, I have to get a fertilizer spreader. I'm like, oh, okay. You need to get that. It's like him telling me don't get a new machine or don't get a new heat tool even though mine is broke. I'm like, you go get what you need to get. They weren't gone that long. He says, well, I have to investigate it, and I have to look at it, and I have to compare it to other places so that I know which one I should get. Okay. Tiny dimensionals. See, if I didn't have to do so many tiny dimensionals, we'd be done. Okay, so these little balls here need these buds. I shouldn't call them balls. Oh, I saw the cutest stamp set. I think it was in the next catalog. And it was about boys. And they were calling them bro, brother, dude. And, was it one? I thought I was still looking at the picture. But that's going to be a cute one. Okay, these, I still need to put some dimensionals underneath the parts that are not on the frame. The inside is really easy. And you know, this outside is not hard. I'm probably just making it harder than it needs to be. Or maybe I'm just rusty and I haven't been in my room for weeks. I think it's been like 16 days, something crazy. Okay, put a little bit of glue under this one. There, and a little bit here, and a little bit here. Oh, we had to put the bling on. That's always fun. So you like my windows? I thought that's interesting. Stick. This part of the frame is doing the dip thing. You saw how many dimensionals I put on there. What's really going on? Oh, we have that light bulb too. Ugh. There it is. Oh, that one too. I had all these pieces sitting out from 2 weeks ago, and I sat down and it's like, oh, I like it, but I don't remember any of the steps. Okay, that part is done. We just need to put that one light bulb on with 1.5 dimensionals. Here's the half. I should be using my new scissors, my new snips. There are no new snips in the catalog, but hoping something will come soon. How about 2 half dimensionals? Well, that'll work. And here's my cord. That can go. Should it be over? No, it's under. I'll put it right here. Yeah, that one isn't put on straight. The black with the white. Okay, so that's good. And now we put the words on. And I wanted the words, as in this one, how the words go over the cord, but this one is further to the left. So maybe we'll just have to go over the flowers like that. And look at this one peeking through. Yeah. Okay, under the E is going to get a drop of glue in this corner. Right here and here on this end, under the E and under the J. Okay, how was that for a remembering? Here by the E on the flower. Oh yeah. And just make sure that your words are parallel with the frame. Okay, so there is that. What did that take? Well, it's because of the dog. It's the dog's fault. I have those gems right here. What are these called? Textured dots? Textured? Adhesive back textured dots. Okay, so I'm going to put 3 of them on. I'll take a few big ones. Oh, I got rid of the dot. The glue dot. There's always a glue dot underneath. And I like to get the snips under there. Well, that's better. Now put one like up in here. I'm trying to keep the area around the words, and like how this has not much stamping on it, try to keep it free just so it's kind of like a place for your eye to relax. Because if I filled in everything and if it was dark, it'd be like, oh, that's crazy. How about over here? And then one little one. I lost the dot again. Okay, be left-handed. Put the dot right here. Okay. Left-handed. Okay, so the outside is done. Don't worry, the inside goes much quicker. So for the inside, I have these 2 pieces cut out. We're done with this. And, oh, what is that? Oh, that goes on the inside. Okay, let's get the papers out. That's cute, huh? For now, we just want cloud cover. My little pad, foam pad. And this is all we're going to put on, attach. The rest is stamped. So, hold on. Do it right. I'm going to put the pad under the paper because if I stamp over the edge, which I will, I don't want my pad dirty. If your pad is dirty, like say you had ink on your pad, next time you put down your paper and you get all busy, sometimes you flip it over, there's ink. If it was heavy ink, the ink comes up through it. Therefore, pad underneath. Okay, so you're on my mind from that other product of the month. Was it Fabulous something? I think it's Fabulous. I think the product is Fabulous. Is that the name of it? Fabulous Sayings. Yep. Okay, you're on my mind. There's Memento. You're on my mind. Ink, upside down. Ink, right at the top. Just like that. Yeah. Oh, and Stampin' Up! Is coming out with a new stamp pad. The stamp pad is a hybrid stamp pad, and it combines the benefits of Memento and the benefits of Stays-On all in one pad. It's like a double duty, one pad, and Stampin' Up! Is making it. I love that. Okay, so this is the ladder, and I'm sure that there's another word for it. This is the film strip, and I'm going to be careful to do it right along the edge and straight, no crooked ladders. Okay, then I'll do a little bit on the other side. That dog, little one, went down just a little bit ago too. He's loving the weather. I'm almost done here. Where's Tony when I need him? Okay. This one go right here, just anywhere. It's really close to being done. You see, babies could sleep through everything, right? And this here, over here. Oh, good. He went running off to the edge of the property. I guess if you wish hard enough, things just happen. Okay, I'm going to keep that a little bit clear so it doesn't get too congested. Cloud cover. And then the next is Smoky Slate. I've got that ready. And that's going to be these stripe things. And again, I'm going to try to be careful to get it straight. I like how black the memento is, because that stands up to no matter how much stuff I put on here. One, two, that's all I did on that one. And then the rest is the gears. So I guess this is one time that a stamp pad that needs attention, it's handy. Oh, we still have one more. We still have a little bit of stuff to put on here. A light bulb, that's probably enough. And flowers. I like flowers. There, here, and down here. And I'm just going to leave it at that. So if you write with a pen, it will still show on your inside. Okay, we're done with that. And I need to draw a line for my cord. And I'll just line it up with this edge right there. Make sure it's ready to roll. I'll put it about the same location right there. But again, with the solid paper, I could have it here, way down here, or way up there. Oh, look how cute that is. Maybe the flower there, like before. That one could go there, and then this one could be draping down. Okay, there's a plan. And I'm gonna purposely leave some parts hanging over the cloud cover inside paper because I have 3 different layers that they can drape into. So that one. This one is going to kind of go into the layers. I'll have the end right at the edge, and then this one is going to drape over into the crumb cake layer. Okay, that's good. Then our light bulb. Light bulb will go right about here. Right there. Ooh, just like that. Okay, you dry for just a second. I'm going to attach the other layers. How cute that is. I like blue. I just like it. Okay, so these are all going to need one side with adhesive. After I do a video, Tony comes in. Was I quiet enough? And I'll say, yes, this time you were, but your dog, he's noisy. Okay, so they're all going to go in here. And crumb cake and cloud. Oh, it's so cute. I love that. Okay, that's it for today's project. I'd love to know what you think, and I look forward to showing you the next two. I don't know what the plan is. I do have a plan, but I don't remember it. So there they are. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. Okay, have a good day. Bye.